Hi guys, hello, Missy Boo is with you. So guys, I promised you that we would do a live broadcast, which I'm honouring. So it's broadcasting to YouTube and to Facebook. We are live at the Psychic Mediumship event here in Townsville. So if you're not able to be here in person, um, we are actually going to be showing you some of what's happening tonight. So we're going to start out with some questions. We've got the live audience waiting there. I'm hiding behind around the corner. And then we're actually going to go into the live mediumship. So guys, have a good time, settle in, grab a wine, grab a cuppa, enjoy yourself and participate with the live audience. You're welcome to write some questions if you want. Emma's going to be holding the phone with this now. Hi Dennis, hi. So we're going to go out and this is the beautiful audience that we have. So we're going to share this experience with all these beautiful people. And this is Emma. Where are you? There you go. I'm going to film from the back so I don't get that face. Yeah, great. No worries. Cool. Guys, so I'm going to pass you over to Emma now and then we're going to jump into it. So be sure, Emma will have a look at the questions. So if you get missed, make sure you keep typing them, okay? So, hi Damien. Let me see. No? Can you see your layout? No. All right, I'll just hold it up. Okay, sorry. No, but I. I'll have to talk nice and loud. Sorry. Oh God, how do I do this? I don't know how to feel you. Yeah, just like that way. Hi guys. Okay. Yeah, and then maybe have a look from the questions. Okay. I'll be patient. Be patient. Yep. I'll just sit there. You're right. That's okay. I'm just trying to show Missy. Yeah. The poor audience. I don't know what I'm doing. Ah! Oh gosh. I had that chair for you. That's okay. That's got to stop. Sorry, everyone. I'm sorry to the people who are watching because they can't see anything. No. I am so bad at this. I'm so bad. I'll just try and sit out of the way. I'm just going to hold it on her. There you go. It's terrible. Just a little bit of housekeeping before we go into tonight. I've been on making sure everyone's safe. So, the emergency exercise is always in okay, that should happen on Sunday. And make sure everyone is going to be there. We have your name set. The toilet is just down through that hall. The last three, please don't feel that you're going to serve moving into the low. So do what you need to do. I would like to ask everyone to have their phones turned off. You can turn them back on after a certain point. I'll let you know if you want to take photos or do some recording then, but I'll give you the video when that's ready. Okay? And I did organise some little simulations, but I'll show you all some. Does that include this? Does that include this off? Oh, no. Okay. So guys, there is some niggles. Fruit cutters, me and Dixon nice to have this one. So when we have a little bit of a break, you guys are welcome to help yourself to that. So the running of an evening. Just for a show of hands, has anyone attended one of these events? Wait, did anyone think it's like a birthday party? Okay, so just for a show of hands, has anyone been to one of these events before? Like a mediumship? Yeah? Yeah.
Ooh,
Oh, cool. That's awesome. Right. So if anyone never been to one, like, I really don't know what to expect. Yeah. So when I start changing the corner, so guys, basically what happens, and you tell my Tina, I would like to keep things light. I know when you come and you're in a room with your friends, strangers, and like, why we're doing an Uber? And so what we're going to do is we're going to get nice and relaxed. I'm going to take you some breathing exercises that can be really good for your health and moving forward. And then open the floor to have all your questions answered. So I know that people ask so many questions like, how do you know to do this? What happens for you on the end? I also know that tonight the mediumship part may be very emotional, and I'll take you through what the process is with that. That's a whole other issue as well. And I did bring tissues, so there might be some tears, there might be some laughter, there might be some WTS, and you might need to fix some things back together. But I'm here, I'm going to go on the journey with you, and that's what it's all about, okay? So, beautiful Emma, I would like to say a public thank you to you for everything that you do, everything that you have done, and I'm sure everything that you will do. So, Emma, those guys, you haven't met her on the way in. This is my beautiful assistant. I could not be able to do anything now. So, public thank you to you, Emma. You look lovely. So, guys, on your way in, you would have been told if you'd like to purchase a raffle ticket for $2. You will purchase any ticket that you want. The raffle is actually a library membership at my shop where the like what you want to find better. That's fine too. So the proceeds of that raffle go to a local charity to buy resources for them. And also when you walked in, you would have received, I hope, yeah, you've got the piece of paper with you. Yeah, yeah. I mean everything is love. Okay, so if everyone have a pen, if you don't, I have one little shirt. For those of you who have a pen,
there's two pens at the back.
Yeah, great. What I'd like you to do, okay, you guys. What I'd like you to do is I would like you to just at this moment, and I know you have come to yourself, just describe it. Because it needs to be your energy only. On that piece of paper, I want you to write on a scale of 1 to 10 how you're currently feeling right now. 1 being great, I wish I could stay in bed. 5 over here, and 10 what you right. And then 10 being, oh my god, fantastic, I can't do anything better. Okay? Be very honest, only with your eyes. Okay? I just want you to really touch base with yourself and how you're feeling, what you're feeling, and rate that for me. And if you want to write one word, get feeling or emotion with that, please do that. Okay? Then what I'd like you to do is tuck that piece of paper away until the end, and we're going to redo this at the end. Okay? Is everyone going okay at my one?
I don't know. I'll check when we're done. Good. Yeah. Anyone else need one? You got one, Ryan? Is he good? You guys good? You got one? You girls got one? Got to work out which one. You guys need to? Okay. Okay. You guys good? Gonna drop. Just gonna turn some things down. Yeah, I was just gonna do that. Just gonna turn the fans down because it's a bit cold. Well, you want to, yeah. All good? There you go.
How is it? Home.
Oh, did I do
Yeah,
something?
where are they?
Did I do something? I nearly dropped it.
Oh yeah. You guys still okay? Just so you know, we can barely hear it. Okay. So if you if you want to sit here.
I think it's good. Right in place.
All right. All right, lovely. So now what we're going to do, guys, is I'd like to open the floor to some questions. So some of you may have gone through these before, maybe you just had mediumship, maybe you've just watched shows, everyone's heard of John Edwards. Yeah. Did anyone used to, I'm showing my age now, did anyone used to watch that show Crossing Over? Yeah. You believe I was obsessed with that? I want to tell you, how does he do that? It's amazing. That's wonderful. So what's going to happen tonight is we're going to open the floor, and it is a safe space, guys. So what I'd like you to do is if you can just ask any question that you like. I'd like you to, you don't need to say your name, okay, because I want to keep it completely anonymous as possible. So I had a beautiful lady just before come up to me and go, oh, would you like me to help? You know, she's so beautiful. I have some friends with me that so I'm like, so I legitimately don't want to know any details about you until after, and then we can talk all the time if you want. Because I really want to make sure that it's legitimate connection when I do make it. Okay. This is the reason I don't watch news or dare I say after yesterday radio. Then all this stuff 106 yesterday in the morning. Anyone else?
I did. Missy was on the radio. You do now.
So I in my mind, I want to give you a connection, okay? That's how I know it's real, that's how I know it's genuine. Those of you who know me know that I like to be very upfront and honest. So when I do speak tonight, I don't mean any offense at all, but I would prefer to give it a very honest, tactful energy rather than I'm a fan of a hard truth than a crispy lie. Let's put it that way. Okay, so if you like that, you can place. All right, now we'll do my best not to. I'll do my best.
And I did all the names, so Missy doesn't, unless she knows you, doesn't know who
Yeah,
you are, doesn't know who's here.
So without being shy, guys, would anyone like to pick up any questions? Have you always had a burning question you want to ask the psychic medium? Anything at all? Because we're going to do this to get the juices flowing and we're going to do breathing exercise.
Just the lottery numbers.
So guys, at home, she said, "Can I have the lottery numbers and then I'll be out of your hair?" So, yeah, right. That's a really valid question. And I said this yesterday on the radio because Anthony, one of the co-hosts of the morning show, he said, "Well, tell us how this works." And this is the thing, like, some people get a bit cheesy on you, but some non-believers, okay, healthy skepticism is really good, and in no way should any psychic be trying to convert anyone to their own beliefs. Just is what it is. You don't believe, that's okay. It's healthy. But some people say, well, some well, not much. And they say, tell me the lottery numbers and stuff like that. If I knew the lottery numbers, I would be doing this on my life. absolutely not. We'll be having champagne. Have tried. It is a gift. It is not a power, and that's something that I had to formulate a way of explaining the last couple of years. Because up until a point, I'm like, why do people get it? Like, do they think that I'm at home doing this amazing thing? And people even think that when you do social media stuff, you live a different life. I was at Coles a couple of years ago in Brisbane when I lived there. I was pushing my trolley, my baby, I'm young with a baby, and my client saw me. Missy, read this. Yeah. Oh no, I didn't wear makeup today. You know, and she's like, "What are you doing here?" I'm shopping. I'm getting some food. Don't you have people to do that for you? But no, I don't know lotto numbers at this point, maybe in the future. But how it works is we have intuition, like you all do. And I'm a fan of making a point. Every single person, good, bad, and ugly on this planet, is psychic. You are all psychic. There is absolutely no disbarring that. Mediumship is a different thing, and that's a skill that really is the home or you have. But psychic abilities is in each and every one of you, and that little voice that speaks to you. And we all have that. Whether we choose to listen to it or exercise it or practice it, like it's a muscle, right? A muscle. So when you choose to use it and work with it and honor it, and it works better with you. So I just got really interested in that over the years, and yeah, enjoy using that muscle with others. So yeah, it's I can't pinpoint certain things. I love that. Yeah.
You did have a win on the State of Origin, by the way.
So
Don't forget that.
I'm okay. I'm okay. I did see your hand, lovely. Don't stress. I'm okay with and some psychics can do this, right? They can actually bet on certain things. I don't know if they do or not, but I'm not shy on betting on sport. I really enjoy sport. I won't bet on animals. It's not in my ethics. But I'm happy to, two blokes want to go into a ring, punch each other. Yeah, no worries, I'll take a big fella. Yeah, or Origin. I love footy. I love footy. So I did what did I do? It was a
yeah, $9.
I got like 300 or something like that. Yeah. And it was like, where was my?
Why didn't you tell me about this?
But if I tell somebody,
it won't. Yeah.
Your heart has to. So don't ask me any relevant stuff. I'll tell you the shortest that will not make it on the day. But one will not be running. Okay? But yeah, that's how it works. Lovely. Did you have a question?
Just from a child's perspective, did you feel that you were seeing some of these gifts in that stage? And as parents with children, what would you look for, or what signs might they show? And as parents, how do you help that still nurture the child?
Yeah, it's a really, really good question. So the question at home, guys, was how, basically, as a child, when you have these abilities, and also if you're a parent of a child that may be experiencing certain phenomena, is that right? How do you help facilitate that, work with that, stuff like that? I'm going to answer it. I'm going to say something. You're welcome to that. So my mum, I've asked my mum this question many times, but I've had it to do with mum. The first and foremost thing is work with it. So what I mean is don't dismiss. It's really big. How old is the child? 10. Okay. So old enough to have the ability to explain things and like, okay, this is what we're doing, this is how we can work with energy. That's a beautiful stage where they're still beautifully innocent, but also capable of comprehending some big ideas. So that's an asset in your corner. What I would say to any parent who's dealing with something like this, or grandparent or family member, is to just want to really make sure I answer this correctly. This is a big one. Ask them how they're feeling about it, and if they're feeling like they feel sick or they're unhappy about something. Are we talking about night terrors?
It's dreams.
Dreams, yeah.
Very, very.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Very, very vivid dreams. Yeah. So if we're talking about vivid dreams, sometimes that can actually be a past life experience, and they can be very confronting. Very confronting. So what I would suggest, and this is a good technique for anyone to use, adult or child, is when you're in bed, and I do this with my 4-year-old too. When you're in bed, I want you to imagine a ball of light coming from your chest area, from your heart chakra, and I want you to do 3 big breaths. And with every breath, it's bigger and bigger and bigger until there's a big bubble around your entire body, like you're in a bubble shield. Okay? And I want you to get them to use their imagination, because when you're using your imagination, you're using your manifestation. It's a really big deal. And then, especially with children, what is your favorite animal? Get really animated about it, light them up. What is your favorite animal? And hopefully they don't say something like butterfly, because you want it to be fierce and protective. So the earthworm, we'll have to change it, or we'll have to make it a fierce earthworm. So a lion, okay, a lion. Now I want you to imagine 4 big lions. They're going to be 12, 14 foot tall, as big as this room. And I want you to imagine that lion, I want you to name them. So basically what you're doing is you're getting the child to manifest guardians for themselves. I'm putting the lion at the front door, we're having the lion on the end of your bed, lion on the ceiling. You're going to name them, and they're going to protect you and keep you safe. And then setting the intention before bedtime is, okay, I'm going to be happy, healthy, and safe during my dream state. And if I need to remember this stuff, give it to me when I'm 15, give it to me when I'm 20. Yeah, because that's pretty intense stuff for a 10-year-old. Does that help?
And remembering from when they're 3.
It sounds, yeah, wow. It sounds like it's a past life memory. Yeah. Yeah. There's someone, after the break, there's someone in this room that I think it will benefit for you to have a chat with. Yeah. Anyone else have a
Do you ever get readings from people when you just pass in the street?
I know everyone. No, seriously, the things that I hear, the things that I know, I mean, I was thinking the other day, I think I have a book, but I probably, yeah, I won't mention names, but yes, just turn this off. There, just there. So that's still on. So yeah, what we call it in the psychic world, has anyone ever heard of saying reading people's diaries? Or not physical diary? Yeah, you heard it? Yeah. So when I was younger, and I didn't really know how to harness my gift, be walking along in the shops, and I'd be holding my mum's hand, just trying to go into Woolies. And I'd be walking past someone, and then I would start to feel something, and I didn't know what was happening, I didn't know what I was experiencing, but I just knew about this person. I knew what they were thinking, knew what was going on. I knew that they had a broken stomach. I knew that they had just cheated on their partner, and it was shocking. And I went, and she is very psychic with herself. My mum, she's like, don't tell them, don't tell them, don't tell them. We don't have time. I was like, did you hear that? Okay. And then I had to learn the whole, well, when's an appropriate time to pass on a message and when's not. And that's why you find some psychics have really strong boundaries for that very reason. Some of them I'm sure are and I'm sure some of them are really people with healthy boundaries, but you have to have that. So, yeah, some people are easier to read than others, though. When you do mischief, whether you want to be read or not, it comes out in your energy. So you can't hide it for so long, right? And you all would know that, right? You walk by someone just by show of hands, you walk by someone in the supermarket or the market or just down the street or something like that, and you think, oh, you know, the hairs on the back of my neck just stood up, right? That's not just a me thing. That's a psychic ability. That's your intuition. That's your fight or flight going, something's a month, that energy is off, I'm going to step to the side, I'm just going to avoid this person. Yeah, it's a show of hands. Who's had that? Yeah, thank goodness. Any other questions?
So when you look at those things like energy around us, like how do we look to you?
Balls of energy. So when I look at people and I purposely will try and read their energy, I'll more so look at the in between their heart chakra and their throat, more there. I won't actually look at their face. Their face is almost a distraction. So in between the throat chakra and the heart chakra, I read people's energy. And some people who actually come to my psychic development course, when I paired them together, I ended up doing this. It was really odd for them. I was like, okay, just not looking at that. Wasn't that? I was looking at their energy and like, okay, almost like they're glowing the same colour. So I knew that it was compatible. And then the ones not to put together. Let's not do that. Yeah, and that's an aura. Auras can change from moment to moment, day to day, and they soak up your energy, whether you're, you know, do good deeds, think good things, or the opposite. I'm glad to say everyone here is of good fibre. Pleased. Any questions at home, guys? Any questions?
Sorry, I'm not very good with this
Okay.
stuff. I have enough trouble holding it right. Yeah.
Okay.
Is that?
Any questions at home, guys? We'll just take one question from home, and then we might cut the feed soon, so Emma can have a look when someone. Yeah. Any other questions here? Yeah.
Has recently started. She's always sort of had a believed with my family in Holland, but now she sees people and hears them. So I think she's doing her relaxing from her usual life, and then she goes to sleep and she just feels it first, and therefore I think that she's got a little protection thing happening because it's actually, I said, oh my gosh, that's so great.
Yeah.
You know, hello, hi. It'd be great if there were people like sledgehammer and we said, oh, so this is me encouraging her and it's freaking her out a little bit. And she said, okay, because you don't listen to her, there you go, see, there's a question. How does she sort of, I suppose, develop those skills so that she's only allowing the good in and not the random in, because obviously she's taking up too much. She's just in it, staying in like her, she's sleeping and actually all beautiful.
Yeah.
Bar was renovated, and next minute there's someone obviously there not from the time because of the voice, and then she just kept getting oxygen going off to sleep.
Yeah.
And so she said, oh, that just freaked me out so much. So she sort of, so I suppose, and then I've just heard you say about your side. So that might be.
So everyone in this room and everyone on this planet has a certain level. You're born with a certain level of gift. Some people, it's like a light switch. Some people are happy to turn the light switch on at times and just be through. Some people want to turn the light on and full light. And some people are like, no, the light's a bit much. That I'm going to leave that. And that's okay too. That's their choice. So some people turn the light on and go, okay, that's enough now. I'll just be really intuitive and just go about my business and I'll use it for my support in my life. But I'm not happy to get any extra messages, readings, and then they kind of get it thrusted upon them. You know, hey, I'm from 1860. Can you tell my mum, blah, 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 you know, tell my grandparent. So, so if you were to have an experience that you're not familiar with yourself, the best thing I could say is the first and foremost is it scary? If it's scary, then you need to ground yourself. We're going to do this in a minute. Ground yourself, focus on your breath, and set the intention for yourself that you are safe, you are comfortable, and pushing out any negative energies that may be like, I'm not available for this. Yeah, I'm not available for this. And if you're happy to embrace your intuition and you're like, okay, you know, actually feels okay, I just need to navigate this a bit, then come to Missy Rivers Psychic Developments. Get some tools to help that, because those of you who have had readings with me know that have noticed I always wear jewelry. Often it's several bracelets. Couldn't find the rest today. But what happens with any psychic medium, especially with, I think John Edwards does it as well, and a few others, the spirits don't know that you're not on the clock. You know, they don't know that. So what happens is when you send energy, almost like, okay, I'm open to this. So this is my indication to them. I've got my spiritual indication on. You can come and talk to me. I'm available. When this is off, I'm off duty. Otherwise, you'd be constantly getting bothered. Yeah. So just a little story. A couple of years ago, I was in my bedroom, and my son was having a sleep, and I just had a shower, which is amazing feat for a mum. Just had a shower, and I was walking out, get back to dress. At the front door. Okay, well, just have to get dressed first, and then I hear, excuse me, and I looked over at my door. My front door was at the very front of the house. I looked over to my actual bedroom door, and no word of a lie, I screamed so loud. People think that you're something medium, you should expect this. It's still scary. What's in your house? What a big box. He was there, and she had long, beautiful, dark hair, a little bit very nice energy, and she said to me, I don't mean to disturb you, but you're going to have a reading with my family today. Can you tell them that I'm here? My name is Sarah. I have their permission, it's okay. Okay. And I'm still at town, aren't I? Can I get dressed? Don't worry, you can come back then. Okay, don't worry, that she was really trying hard not to be intrusive. And she left, she said, tell my dad, you know, I need to know this, this, and this. Okay, no worries, thanks. I get dressed and I do several readings, and then I'm thinking, and I didn't know who these people were, I didn't know what session they were going to be in. I'm just expecting her to show up on cue. And then these two people came in, sat down in my shop in Brisbane, and I just heard, it's now, it's now. So she showed herself to me in my home, but when it was my shop, she wasn't physically there. She was just energetically coming. It's almost like the difference between FaceTime and, you know, phone call. You know, the connection is not that great, but it's still there. So I have to say this, this family, Sarah's here. She, I know this is going to sound really weird, but she came to my house this morning, kind of freaked me out. This is what she looks like. She's telling you this, this, and this. She told me all these details, and I know that the father just broke down in absolute grief and gratitude. But it's such a beautiful ability to, you know, turn it on for people to come and access you, and then turn it off when you're like, okay, you know, that's a good boundary to keep, because we all need sleep as well. It's a nice little gift. Nothing
No,
there.
no, just nothing that's like,
What do they say?
what's the number one thing to enhance any gifts you want to have? Or what's a routine before, during, and after meditation? Best way to manifest anything. Photo numbers. That was Tina. That was Tina.
Best practice spiritually, 5 more minutes, guys. Best practice spiritually to answer that question would simply, it's not a sexy answer. Does anyone have a go? What do you think is the best thing spiritually to do? Practice? I just heard them say Candace mum. Sorry. This is irrelevant context. So practice, what would we this thing to do? Meditate? It is so easy, but what's the thing that you can do to help your psychic practice? You guys do readings for random friends. Do readings? Yeah. Yeah. So intuition. We're yeah, getting there. You guys are up here. I'm looking for a grassroots thing. Breathe.
Breathe.
Simple. Control your breath. How do you ground? I'm reading, you're reading now. If you ever do that, you have my permission to walk out. Okay? So you want to ground, you want to breathe, and it's so simple. That's the easiest thing you can do. I just have to go. The easiest thing. So you can build up to your intuition, which I love that. Your intuition doesn't work for you, or the tarot doesn't work. You can't do readings if you're not breathing, right? And connected with your body. If I said to Emma, I've got to have a minute. Yeah. Before any big thing or anything you want to achieve really well in, what do? Yeah. So that's the biggest thing I can say to those of you at home and those of you here. Keep it simple, just breathe. Yeah. So guys, what we're going to do is we are going to call it a day with you guys. Thank you so much for being with us. I really appreciate it. Lots of love to you all. I see that you've stayed on for almost the 40 minutes watching. Thank you, Emma. But good night, guys.